Hello, I'm Pierre Marshall Don with M3 Micromedia, citizens journalism for the small business. My goal is to help small business owners not only be found online, but be heard online and be viewed. In fact, three things that I promote is get your own TV channel, get your own newspaper, and get your own magazine. Your own TV channel, that would be YouTube. Your own newspaper, that would be Twitter. And your magazine is Facebook. And then make sure you put content on there that's relevant, that's current, and that is interesting. A lot of people use Facebook to tell the world what they had for breakfast. Well, let me tell you, that's not newsworthy. If you had a magazine, a newspaper, or a TV station, and the content was something as boring as what you had for a meal, if you were in charge of a multimedia corporation and you had a TV network, radio stations, and newspapers, and you would put things on there like what you had for breakfast or how great was your coffee this morning, I don't think you would have many buyers or many followers or many viewers. Well, it's no difference with social media. You need to have content that is rich, relevant, and current. And that's what M3 Micromedia is there to help you with. We help build a library of videos that you can use to share on social networks that will make you the expert in your industry, in your field, and in your city. So that people who need your service now will know what you provide, they will hear of you, and they'll be able to contact you and therefore grow your business. In fact, the way I say it to people is I say, you've heard of cloning. The closest thing that I can do to cloning is to have you on a video channel in multiple ways with multiple subjects so that people can view you anywhere in the world at any time of the day or night. That is true multiplication, multiplying yourself, being available in many locations and times at one time. So that's the power of video. And they say that by the year 2020, 90% of content on the web will be communicated via video. So it is the wave of the future. Furthermore, I want to share two little stories. One is that of Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk, you can look him up online. WineLibraryTV.com is the name. Gary Vaynerchuk. This young man took over his parents' liquor store in New Jersey. It was a wine store, I believe in 2006. And by 2010, he had taken the business from $4 million a year to $60 million a year by building a video library called Wine Library TV, where he would, every 2 to 3 days, he would speak of different wines, he would be tasting wines, he would have guests. In fact, one time he had Captain Crunch, creator, founder of the cereal, on the show as a guest to see what Captain Crunch should be paired with. Kind of humorous, funny, a little bit goofy, but that's what social media needs to be. It needs to be engaging, entertaining, and educational. The 3 E's, as we call them. The other person I want to mention is a gentleman by the name of Ian Watt. And the story that I remember hearing was that Ian was given a little video machine, a little video, looked like an iPhone, back in 2008, I believe, and by a social media expert who came to the real estate office, and they gave all realtors this little video. It was video flip camera. It was a little USB tail that you could plug in. And out of 20 realtors, here's a story that I've heard from Shane Gibson, is that out of 20 realtors, one took it on. And this gentleman's name is Ian Watt. And if you go, in fact, you don't even need to search Ian Watt. And here's the beauty of being out there on the web, being present in a powerful way. When I'm in Calgary and let's say I'm about to move to Vancouver and I Google Vancouver Realtor because I want to know who I should deal with, Ian comes up almost all the time in 3rd or 4th place on page 1. Every now and then it's on page 2, but very rarely, most often it's on page 1. Check for yourself. Check Vancouver Realtor on Google and see who's on page 1. Possibly the beginning of page 2. Ian Watt is always there. One of the reasons, in my opinion, is Ian is out there. He does videos at least every week from what I can see. He does a video and he does it in his car. It's very simple, The content is whatever's going on for him that week, that day, current news in terms of interest rates and things like that. And so now he's become the top in terms of being found for people that don't know Vancouver Realtors. So that's the power of social media. That's the power of video blogging. Remember, if you're searching for something and you have a choice of reading a full page PDF or viewing a 2-minute video, which will you choose? One of the things I want to mention is my services are very affordable. Allow me to meet with you on a one-on-one session and see what we can do. My services start for as little as $200. I'm Pierre Marchildon with M3 Micromedia. I can be reached at 403-918-2582. Hope to hear from you.